want you to know that I've smoked pot.
How you doing? You all right back there?
Jesus, you're going the wrong way!
You just rest. It's all under control. I am the way.
Don't ever let him take your wheel, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a Sinful Sunday, and officially the first edition of the goddamn program for the month of October, the unholiest time of the year. And we're definitely glad to have you all with us tonight. As you can see, we've gotten all pretty for you, so you better show up and show out.
Share.
That's right. And we got our brother down there filling in for the great Mimi Horny, who just dropped out for a second. But moment. Oh, there he is. Cody of Defiler of the Crown Art with us. See, he's so fucking scary and funny that his phone just went fuck off.
I popped up something and I tapped it to try to get it to go off, and it fucking took me all the way out. So
yeah, you know,
Thank you, Rebecca.
Exactly. All of us looking so pretty, but it is time. Are you ready to sin? Are you ready to get moist? Well, you better share this out anywhere and everywhere that somebody needs a good fucking laugh and be amongst the unholy, I don't know what I want to call us, of the unholy family, the family of weirdos. And let us get you prepared for the woes of Monday night. So, but don't worry, next Saturday we will be back on regular time. But definitely share it out. And before we get into the wonderful ooey goodness of tonight's goddamn list, tonight is the world premiere of one of our longest sponsors. Has sponsored us since day fucking one 3 years ago. They were known as Poison Valley Clothing, but they are now Poison Valley Scarewear. And let me tell you, when you see these new designs, oh fucking shit, you're going to want them. Check it out. That's right. That is just a handful of the designs that David's been making over there at Poison Valley Scarewear. It is super fucking easy, guys. All you have to go, you can either go to poisonvalleyscarewear.com to place your order, or you can even place it through Facebook if that's where you spend most of your time. So super inexpensive. These are all original art pieces that he makes himself. And he also does custom orders. Super fast shipping and the highest of quality. All right. How's everyone feeling tonight?
Anybody else been pre-gaming, or is it just me?
You know what? My pre-game game is off tonight, but I'm catching up quick.
All right. That's fair too.
Hopefully everybody out there in the Morgrot universe has been pre-gaming as well. All of our wonderful addicts.
Yes.
All right. So, you know, I've always found And this is definitely one for the moron of the week. And I only have one, but this one is so fucking good that this is something that should tell your kids and whatnot that science is fun, but sometimes, well, it's not so fun if you do this. Check this out.
This is for science. You're not supposed to push it. Wait, what?
He pushed it like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're not supposed to slam it. Oh my god.
You know, and he was like, "This is for science. Like, you know, this is awesome. I'm being
This
a
is
part
for
of this."
Darwin is what that was for.
And his dumbass pushes it like an idiot. I mean, if he obviously knew anything about science or, you know, any of the inner machinations of how these things work, the weight is going to come at you faster and stronger if you push it away from you, you fucking dumbass. Oh my goodness.
That's what you get.
So he definitely wins. He totally wins. We got a lot of good comments here. All right. So Aaron is definitely moist. Oh, what's up, Babylon? Welcome to the first of the Halloween Havoc series this month.
Yes.
Good to have you, brother. Thank you for all of the most crazy and fucked up shit you've been sending me now for 2 weeks. I totally appreciate it.
Me too. I love it. Keep it coming.
Yeah, keep it coming because Rebecca's feeling burned and chocolate-less. Ooh, somebody get her an emergency Snickers.
She didn't wear sunscreen at the festival yesterday, so she looks like the lobster off fucking SpongeBob.
Well, I'm sure you did, I'm sure you didn't plan on, you know, walking into a pressure cooker. Lizzie says, "Oh no, ow." I felt that too, you know. But apparently, you know, he missed science class. Hey, what's up, Zach Hill? What's going on, brother? Glad to have you on the show. She says, "It was still science, though."
Yes, that's true.
Right. Oh, no fucking doubt. Strike one throw or strike in one throw.
Yes.
Exactly. Babylon, he says, probably slams his boyfriend like that bowling ball. And we are off and running at the races tonight. Yes. Fucking hell. So, yeah, I had to share that with everybody. So that gets us right to it here. If I can find it, where'd you go? It is time for tonight's goddamn list. That's right. And again, thank you all for joining us here on Sinful Sunday. I know it's not our regular day, but damn it, I did not want to go another week without doing the show.
Yes.
So, you know, it's Halloween time. Haunted houses are in full swing. Our brother Kyler has been enjoying his new position over at his local haunt. And everyone has got the fever. Now, I don't know. This is a question for both you two, Sugar and Cody. Do you have pumpkin spice fever?
If it doesn't have clove in it, I don't like the clove, so I don't have that.
Right.
I mean,
apparently we didn't know that Cody is part of the clergy.
Oh no, this was for Babylon. I have a question. So when your priest of your nightmares walks in, does he take this thing and go, bend over, boy?
When he does like a rat tail, like he.
Yeah, does he wind it up and smack you on the ass with it?
That's what I think. Or he might go over your neck and Maybe I've thought about this too much.
You thought, yeah, I think you did. We went a little too far. That was
I know.
American History X style.
Well, okay. Again, this show is for 18 and older only. I have to do my, So if you are under 18,
YouTube has told everyone this, and so does my ads. So if you don't know by now, if you are under the age of 18,
claim ignorance. So I got to say it too.
But anyways, yeah, I don't like the taste of pumpkin spice, but I like the smell of it.
Yeah,
I like walking in the house smelling like it. Because it's a fall smell.
Those are great.
It's a fall smell, and I love fall. So
yeah, like there used to be a shake that I like. It's one of these nutrition shakes I use, and they came out with a pumpkin spice, and it didn't have that like strong clove, so I liked that. But
Aaron, so a preacher and a bowling ball walking into a wall. Babylon says, "Damn, I missed the image." That's okay. You just go back. You just go back. Oh no, Aaron says, so Cody and Babylon and preacher walk into a bar. That sounds like a see the light kind of night.
The preacher'd be seeing the light, all right.
Well, my whole thing about this is that the whole fucking world is just pumpkin spice crazy, and this motherfucker popped up in my feed, and I'm sure it's bullshit, but still somebody out there is thinking about making it.
Wow. Is that like make your own whipped cream? Is that
apparently it's your own flavor of cream, I guess, in this particular situation. But damn it, I would not be fucking surprised if they actually end up making that. But here's the real question. How many ladies are going to buy that?
That looks like a yeast infection to me. That's what, when I see that, I'm like, no, thank you.
The typical white bitch will buy it. The one, the one's got the fucking puffed up ass fucking jackets on, the sleeves cut out of them, and their leggings tucked into Ugg boots. You basic white bitch.
Yeah, they will probably get it.
As a matter of fact, the comment that I put on that was, all you need now is a 6-pack of White Claw, and you got a white girl's fucking Saturday night.
That's funny. I like how it's gone from white Zinfandel to White Claw over, the evolution of it.
I don't know. There was something classy about the white Zinfandel. Ain't I right, though?
Not where I worked.
Well, not in the devil's backyard. No, of course not. Oh, Lizzie said, "I'm so white, I'll buy it."
What the fuck?
Aaron says, "How suburban dads even stand a chance to get laid? What till box wine flavor comes out next?" Literally.
There you go, the box wine.
Why haven't they already done that? I mean, could you imagine if they were to take like Wild Irish Rose or Boone's Farm and make that a flavor just to
Strawberry Hill one
back into fucking?
You drink wine from a box, you've got a problem.
Yep.
Man, you missed so much in the 80s and 90s. That's all I can say.
My friend's daughter.
I do merch for an energy drink company, but I'm in Walmart and Kroger every fucking day of the week, and I see every bit of that shit. Old women walking down through there with fucking beer and wine in a damn buggy, and I'm like, it's fucking 9:00 in the morning. What the fuck are you doing?
There's something about you.
And I'm not talking about
and you can record the wine bag. I don't drink wine, but I heard about that. I'm like, wow. And
isn't it a wine koozie? I think.
Is
like
it?
A sling?
Yeah, it's like it's a bag, and you're just like. But there were people taking the bags out and finding like mold in them inside the box.
Oh, that sounds.
They do that with kids' drinks too. It has like fucking slime and sludge in the bottom of them and shit.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, God damn it, Babylon. He says the preacher is on all fours, naked, only wearing a crucifix butt plug and a dog collar. You know too much about this, sir.
Yes.
Stop it.
We was at Goodwill the other day, and there happened to be an adult-sized preacher outfit laying there, like a costume, Halloween costume. And I bought the goddamn thing, and I told Rebecca, if I can wear this, I'm going to make Babylon uncomfortable or give him fucking flashbacks to Vietnam. One of the fucking two. And the damn shirt thing, I couldn't fit it. It was like fat guy in a little coat shit. But this motherfucker right here, it fits perfectly.
I mean, we're seeing it before our own eyes.
Yes.
Apparently, this does work very, very well. But man, but you know, it's funny. We were just talking about that, and Temu ends up putting something out for their October sale. This was also in the Halloween section, and I could not quite figure it out. Why in the fuck do they make a Nicolas Cage pickle magnet?
It's Pickle's Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
It's Pickle's Cage.
Did I miss something? Is this something new?
I've never
No, it's
seen
like a
this
few
before.
years ago. Do what?
Was it?
A few years ago, they put Nicolas Cage's face on every fucking thing and made puns out of it.
God damn it.
Like every goddamn thing.
I've seen the ones that were on like metal photos and shit like that. I thought that stuff was hilarious, but Pickle's Cage though?
Pickle's Cage. He kind of looks like Han Solo in the Carbonate. The pickle version.
Kinda.
Yeah.
But it's like, what do we need this for? Who the fuck is going to put this on, you know, for their Halloween celebration? It makes no sense to me. But I seen it and I'm like, you just, you know, it looks like one of your buddies showed up, Sugar.
So
Damn, you're pre-late. I love it. Insta priest. Yes, priest in a box. That's what we call that.
there you go. You get the wine and you have communion too. See, it all goes together.
Now, see, Aaron, I love the way Brother Aaron is looking at this versus Pickle Rick. So we have Pickle's Cage versus Pickle Rick. This would be
Pickle Rick and Pickle Nick.
I guess we could call it that. I love Nicolas. I know people crap on me all the time for this. I fucking love Nicolas Cage. He's been, you know, people have been really missing out on some of his films over, I'd say, the last 10 years. They're really fucking good. His best ones are the ones that don't go to the theater. You know what I mean?
My favorite one is Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a big car fan, that was definitely the movie for you. I mean, I enjoyed it, but definitely not like my top 10 for him. But it was a good story. I did like it.
I did not.
But I mean,
so I can't weigh in on it.
all this, you know, Halloween stuff kind of got me thinking. And I was like thinking back to haunted houses back in the 80s when some of us were kids. Even the 90s, because the 90s were kind of crazy. But take a look at this little caught on video moment, because that was the era of the camcorder. Imagine if you were a kid in 1981 and saw this. Check it out. Now, do you think that would fly in today's society?
I think it would, but they'd have you sign a waiver first.
Oh, you shut your whore mouth. Dustin says, shit, I didn't know tonight was Kiss cover band night. Oh, you dirty, dirty turkey, you.
I didn't realize that was Dustin.
How dare you?
Funny. All right.
But seriously, though, people would have a fucking heart attack if they had a ride like that. And that was like very minimal. You obviously knew that was a fake kid. Okay. But I mean, I was laughing my ass off when I saw that. If I would have seen that, I would have been like, do it again.
We have Bates Motel near me, and they just
really
stuff. Yeah, and they have a special thing where you can decide if you want to allow them to like come up and grab you and take you away from your party. Like you can be in this special group where they will just basically kidnap you. But you have to sign up for it. I guess maybe you get a different color wristband or something. Like, yes, you can fuck with me. I don't care.
Yeah.
But they just keep adding to it. And I've never been, but it's not that far from me. But I don't know if Sosavarian remembers this back in the 80s. Great Adventure, which is the Six Flags closest to me, had a haunted house. Yeah. And some kid wanted to see what was going on. So he lit a lighter and the whole thing went up. It killed a whole bunch of people. So like,
holy shit.
Yeah. So talk about wanting to see something crazy in the haunted house. Like,
I mean, it doesn't get crazier than that.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
There's one here, and it's in Atwood, Tennessee. It's called the 13th Realm, and like this thing is massive. You go into one part of it, then you'll walk out and into a forest, go into another one. It's like a maze kind of, but it's in and out. You get to the end of it, they got these two big up air bags. I don't know what they call, but it's hard to get through it. You're like this, having to push through it, and as soon as you come out, it's just a bright white light.
Hi, Crystal.
That's all you fucking see. Hey, Crystal.
That's crazy.
But that's
says what they call that in the industry, because she's done it for over 10 years. They call it a vagina hallway. So there's a fun fact for y'all out there.
The place is funny. So if I ever come to Tennessee during October, definitely go find that. It's in Atwood. It's a little podunk ass place, but that place is worth going to. They've put telling you millions of dollars into that place probably.
Wow.
That's great to know. Dustin says, FYI, wearing my Captain Spaulding PJs tonight. I am so jealous, sir. You're going to have to take a picture and send it to me and then tell me where the fuck you bought it. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, geez. Wait a minute. There we go. Sosavarian says, OMG, that was huge. That fire, I'm always nervous at those things, not because of the scares, but because of the yeah, absolutely. There's always some token fucking drunk person or somebody on a fucking bad trip, after they go through the thing that goes in circles around you while you're walking over and it's shining all the lights and shit. Somebody freaks out like they're being killed or some shit. I know what you mean. It used to be fun, you know.
You ever heard of McKinney Manor?
No.
What's that?
McKinney Manor.
Why does that sound familiar? It sounds familiar.
Well, it's McKinney Manor or something. It's along that name. Like this place was an extreme haunt. If you made it to the end of it, they paid you so many thousands of dollars, but you had to sign a waiver saying they could do whatever they fucking wanted to do it to you.
Phones and shit, like.
Yep, that motherfucker was a scam.
Yeah, they tortured people.
Literally tortured to sell the videos on the black market. There were people from Thailand buying these videos. They had so many different countries involved in that bullshit. I remember many, many moons ago, and real quick before I get to that point, just to let you know, Crystal, Beast is off tonight because he's picking somebody up from the airport. So don't worry, he will be back next week. Any hoozle, yeah, this motherfucker was nothing but a fucking fetishist, man. Torture porn. That is what he was selling, this fucking guy. They did a whole expose on this sumbitch and everything. He's out of business as far as I know now. But
yeah, there was a whole bunch of shit behind it, but
oh yeah, he had his shit on lockdown so tight that no one could sue. He waterboarded people.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
ripped out fingernails and toenails.
Yep.
fucking hell, man. It's like,
One girl had come back again. Like she had gone through it and like they practically drowned her the first time.
Right.
And
Yeah.
she came back because she didn't make it through and she wanted to. I'd be like, Uncle, no, I'm not making it through that. Like, no, it's not happening.
I mean, I understand the payoff would be great, but to come to near death for that, I've been to near death many times in my past. No, thank you.
Oh my gosh, so Severian just got a warning from YouTube.
Say what?
Look at the comment.
Oh no. They can suck a butt. How many times do these motherfuckers try to shut my shit down? They can
Right.
suck a butt. That's how I feel about it. Get fucked, please.
I actually put a comment on somebody's Facebook that the person that was being mean to them could eat a bag of dicks, and it auto-corrected to eat a bag of socks. And I'm going to say that now because that made me laugh. Like
You know,
the-
we must be doing, yeah, for sure. We must be doing something right if we're constantly getting pelted by the moral police.
Well, it's because of a word he typed. It got a warning.
Oh, they
Yeah.
put that.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what he said in the comment. He got a
Oh,
warning for typing the word.
Oh, I gotcha. Wow. Way to go. Community standards. It's an 18 plus show. Shove it up your a-hole and get a bleach
Eat a
bike.
bag of socks.
Seriously. Babylon says, Cody, I'm sending Reaper a photo of when I was a I'll look at it when I get a chance, brother.
Beast, I love shit. Babylon, I love you, dude. I just like fucking with you.
We all do. It's become a regular thing. It's all good. Crystal says, I want to say it's so bad that it's nearly a fetish now. And you're absolutely right.
Yep.
You know, there's the choking thing that is a very much running rampant thing. But the fact of the matter is, though, it's supposed to be more of the illusion, but there are a lot of people that actually want it really done. They want to be taken to the point of passing out, which is why so many times we see, you know, couples get in trouble or consenting adults get in trouble because somebody actually fucking dies by accident.
Yeah, well, look at
It's
Michael Hutchins and that actor guy. Like, you need a spotter. Don't do it without a spotter. Like, that's, you know.
Right? Don't just walk up to somebody and go, you know.
That's what I
Next
mean. They
thing you
were,
know,
they
they're
were
on the ground.
alone. They were, you know, doing it by themselves. And they were, you know,
Right.
duh. Don't do that.
For sure.
But
So Severian says, to quote old Grandpa Munster, what is his name? I love it. Let's see. Jesse says, does Beast have power back yet? Not to get off the subject. Yes. We did Tracks of the Damned earlier this week. So, whoa. Aaron says, never bungee jump while yanking Craig. Why would you bungee jump and try to get yourself off? Are you fucking stupid?
I talked to Aaron a little bit before the show, and he said he's going to be drunk and has high for his people tonight. So that shit is starting the show.
and that's okay. That's okay. No, we are your release. We're your, what do we call it? Support group of dysfunctionals. And we love you as long as you're being safe.
yes.
All righty then.
That's what I just read that. That's what I was reading there.
Start to require CPR training. Right? That's unfortunate as fuck. My goodness, you guys were fucking badass with that one. Thank you. Now we got the ball really fucking rolling. because I was like,
That's
I've been
probably a
seeing all
fetish
these.
too.
Yeah. I mean, we throw the word fetish in there,
Getting your balls rolling.
getting them moist. Speaking of that, there was a video passed to me, and I'm not exactly sure why, but this is actually a very, very much eye opener as to how much one can take. Check this one out.
I don't think you know how big 12 inches is. Do you see that? Just in scale, where is that going? Not in here, okay? The average gal is gonna get about that much. Maybe this, if they're a pro, but the rest of that, completely unmanageable. This is the biggest I've ever seen in real life, but this is fine. It's completely fine. This, fabulous. Almost too big. Definitely too big. Fucking sick day, ER, 27 club, and now I'm just skipping my next life. Anything after that is entirely unethical. I don't think we know what we're talking about.
It's unethical, ladies. It's unethical. Now, I this is to everybody out in the Morgrat universe, Sugar as well. Is she right?
Yes.
I had a feeling. That's
I
science.
mean, speaking from my own experience, and I've sampled, so and honestly, you can have a baby arm and not know what to do with it. So is what and you can have and be fun. Like it's all the person it's connected to. Makes a difference.
Because it sounds to me, I don't know about you, Cody, but it sounds to me like maybe some women just love the literal translation of "in your guts."
Well, see, and that's the thing too. We have a comment that says the vagina has a bottom. It's true. Like, not all of us have a deep dose pussy. Like, it's not gonna, And the reason why women are such bad parallel parkers is because we've been told that this is 6 inches all our lives. So it's, I'm kidding. But
I mean, shit's true. Women do. It does bottom out. It just don't go up into their stomach. I mean, you're going to hit something eventually. If you hit it the wrong way, you'll be like Dennis Rodman
you'll throw
and
up.
have a broke dick.
It's like it will make you dizzy if that. Like it's not pleasant. So
I would imagine it literally feels like somebody taking a fucking hammer and fucking swinging it at your belly parts.
like no, it's not nice. So like to me, I'm fine with but again, it's the same thing. Like it's what you hear when you're growing up. It's what's in porno. It's what and that's not
Right.
real life.
Oh,
So.
Crystal says the perfect dick is the size of an ounce of weed in a sandwich bag. Oh shit. Jesse says, Babylon, I've heard some priest jokes, but were you the priest that whole time? Freaky. He adds a twist to what we've all been wondering.
I mean, I watched the video earlier about the.
Apparently Aaron got censored too. He says, well, my comment upset the tube too. Damn it.
They're on
YouTube. These people, do we have to start showing ID? Is that what
we're gonna have to take this to Rumble next? That's what's
I'm about to go fucking rogue.
That's what I'm trying to see if it's shit's popping up on here or not, but I don't see anything.
Sirius XF, what's it called? Sirius XM, that's it. Hey, we need a home. Bring us home, so severe. So P's are measured as ethical, going up to unethical. Then I guess morally reprehensible P's would be really intimidating.
The Severian would know this, and I will tell you all why. I used to have parties at my house, and a friend of mine that used to do hardware reviews used to send me monthly care packages and sent me a John Holmes dick. Now talk about morally reprehensible. There's no way. No way, but it had a suction cup on it, so I used to hang it from the ceiling like a stalactite for parties, and people would come in and there'd just be this giant dick hanging off the ceiling.
Go over and use it as a speed bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, or we could play wiffle ball. Yeah, I mean there was all kinds of things you could do.
Because I mean, everybody obviously out in the Morgrat universe knows that there are such things that they make out there that people are just itching to cram up their box, and they look like literally monster things. You know, obligatorily huge, not human anything, and people buy this shit. So is that why the ER is so busy?
Well, I mean, if you're buying something that doesn't belong there, like you can get toys that are different things that are designed for that, but like don't be just grabbing produce because you don't know what kind of pesticides on it, and then you're gonna have pestipus and you're gonna be in the ER.
Man, there's probably some people out there that needs pesticide in it. I mean,
that's cool.
Touche. Dustin says, I have said it before, I will say it again. A lot of it is psychological. Foreplay and anticipation, size matters, but isn't as big of a deal as people make it sound. Yeah, seriously. But there are people that swear by it. Oh, no, if it isn't massive, if it's not a fucking freight train coming at me, I don't want it.
Well, that's what I think, too. I think a lot of guys think that, you know, like they have low self-esteem because, you know, they think they're small and they're perfect. Like there's no, you know, just because it's
so
not
it's a societal
type doesn't mean, you know, what'd you say?
So it's a societal pressure.
I think so.
I kind of always felt that way myself, but
I can't get that. I can't get this damn.
Really puts it into perspective, I think.
I can't get this damn video out of my head. Y'all remember the damn comedian Ron White?
Oh fuck yeah! Are you kidding?
I seen a video, like a reel the other night of him, and like I didn't really recognize him at this point because he's got hair longer than mine now.
Yeah. He's
and like
right now.
Then when I realized whose voice it was, he's talking about that he couldn't have a pussy because he would ruin it. He would find every fucking thing he could to see if it would fit in there. They'd have to have friend sew buttons on his pussy lips and shit. I fucking died, and the whole conversation just brought that video back to mind.
He is the epitome of that dirty old man who is so blunt and honest. That's what has made his entire career. I love that man. I love watching him. I'm sorry he could no longer take any more of the sauce of it. But that's because he drank too damn long.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was, what, I think 65 when the doc said, guess what? If you keep going, you're out of time. But he listened.
He jumped a lot.
To the devil's lettuce. And now he's happy again. He's you know, it's the whole exchange one for the other thing. Oh, no. I don't know. I think for me, I'll probably go from bourbon to fucking wine. Babylon says, pump up the jam, pump it up.
I'm singing it. Pump up the jam, pump it up.
Lizzie says, unethical? Yes, I also agree.
Yes.
Aaron says, I will say nothing of size. That's incredibly honest as well.
Well, no, Lizzie's backing him up. I think he's like on the other end of the spectrum from what they're saying.
So Severian says they're gonna make you open every broadcast with prayer soon.
They can't choose who
Have
we're praying
they looked at me?
Well, they don't know who we're praying to.
Oh, they'd love it if I opened up with Anton's opener. That's exactly what I would give them. In nomine de nostri, Satanas Luciferli Excelsi. They'd really love it. Jesse says it's hard enough sitting on the toilet sometimes. I'm glad I'm not foot.
We talked about that in another episode about you guys.
We sure
dropping in the
did.
water.
Right? Oh no, stop it, Babylon. He says, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not be censored." You go, brother. Oh man, Stallone tight.
It sure was. The funniest
Right?
thing is, I
Totally.
don't know where it went. It's been gone for years. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, Lizzie says, "From the ceiling, I'm dying."
I have to find the pictures. I have pictures somewhere.
Dustin says, "Candy, you just messaged. Wait, just messaged you the top part of the PJs." Oh, great! Thanks. Jesse says, "I never got a toilet net."
That's a good idea. It's
Wait a minute.
you said.
Does such a thing exist?
I want to know because if you sit down and when it touches that water, that shit just goes. Shoo. It's like fuck. It's cold.
Well, there's nothing worse than when you have a hairy plopper and the water splashes back up, and you're like, "What the fuck just? What touched me?" I'm always thinking
That's called
a spider or a bug or something.
it's called the kiss of Poseidon when the water bounces back up.
Oh my god.
I'm always afraid my shit's gonna touch the inner part of the toilet, which is, as we know, so fucking gross. So, I try to do the tuck method, the tuck method, and just do the business, get up, go, and then occasionally, like I said, you have a fucking AWOL turn and it just water back. You know what I'm talking about out there in the More Bright universe. Oh, so Severian says, "Oh, tentacles are freaking me out lately when they turn up."
I've seen a lot
Are they
of like
turning up
tentacles.
for you?
If you find Rebecca's comment about what the one on Amazon,
Oh, I don't fuck.
that's what she's talking about. Me and her found one on Amazon. Like the bottom of it's like this big around, and it's a tentacle.
Motherfucker.
It's a tentacle, and it goes like it gets smaller as it goes up. Yeah.
And isn't it interesting that whole thing is created by a wonderful peoples? I am not racist by any means, but the smallest people on the planet are the ones that are creating these huge things. It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
why?
it makes you wonder though. Most Japanese people that eat rice and fish. That's the reason Jackie Chan and all them and fucking Bruce Lee and all them was fucking ripped because they had that high ass protein diet. You
Big
need to
time.
think, does it add mass somewhere else, not just in the muscles? That's weird. But they create some shit like that.
Did
Unholy
you see
fuck.
Ken Jeong naked in The Hangover? It does not.
Oh. I think Crystal brings a little bit of truth here. She says, "Stuffing random things up your box gets old faster than you'd think." I mean, it's gotta at some point, right? Loses its flavor, as it were.
You haven't made a solid turd in decades. You need some damn fiber in your diet or something. I just read Crystal's comment.
Once in a while.
No, Crystal made a comment about it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" When I looked over, it was the first thing I seen. Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Oh, talk about stretching. No. Those are the, I have to go back to Randy Marsh from South Park every fucking time. Hot, 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 hot. Bracing yourself as that, solid thing is just trying to, like, come out like the fucking alien, the hugger, that shit hurts, man.
You say you're driving, you're doing this shit like, oh shit,
Oh,
shit, that one leg's hocked up and you're on one ass cheek.
Everyone, it's true. Don't.
And then you get home and the door's locked and you can't find your keys and you're like,
Oh, that's the worst. Like
You're trying to decide if you want the air on, if you want the radio turned up or down, the window rolled down, or all three together.
I was gonna say, at what point do we say just let it go because we just know we ain't gonna make it there? You know what I mean? Especially if you have the raging fucking chocolate Hershey highway. Let's see. Aaron says, I'm not writing that mythology story, Cody. Kids. Right? I now see what you're. Oh, man. Sounds like a lot of grease or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what propels that.
Oh, shit through a screen door and not touch a wire.
Right. Let's see. Sosa Variant says there's a chapter in Freakonomics about drives to promote condom usage were failing on some continents because they were using American condoms. Oh, I believe that. And they were, of course, falling off.
They weren't big enough to ride the ride.
Right. Guess what? Thailand is a proud place. Thailand, that place to be. Salute. You guys have been fucking amazing on this. We went from the pumpkin spice latte to haunted houses that somehow eventually got to, I don't know, becoming a black market event, to all of this. You guys are fantastic. We love you. Next item. So, speaking of Thailand, God damn it, I did it myself.
Oh, wait, I got to get Mr. Hooter to get me a refill because he said he would.
That'll be 2 Thailands and 1 for good measure.
Okay.
So, speaking of T-Land, that way we don't all have to fall out of
I'm
our children.
unprepared. Hold on.
Right, that's why I said T-Land. Apparently,
I'm sorry, I just had to say this. I was like, can I please get a refill, my love? And he said, fuck off. I love him. I was like, okay. Thank you, baby. I love you. Lexi, go with that.
Apparently, France might have a champion that can dethrone. You remember a bunch of shows back where we had the video of the girl that you want to take to dinner that can show you how to do something. I don't know. This young lady might have her beat from France.
Il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, mais moi, ça fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une grande part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, me l'a juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens moi mon cœur qui bat. Des nuits.
First, they give us Gojira. Now they give us a world-class champion. Where did all that go?
That was my question. And like, where? And that seems dangerous to me because if that pops halfway down,
that's what I was saying. The only thing I can think of is, what if that's all the way down her shit and it pops?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
That's what
I'd die laughing. Like, I'd be like, you stupid bitch. That's what you get.
Oh my goodness. Let's just toss that around.
Oh my goodness. I don't understand like sword swallowing out. Like, how do you first of all figure out you can do that, and then how do you like because it's not for you, and you stick a sword down your throat and you're dead.
There's some of them that can actually do this shit, but sometimes they had a sword that would collapse. Like, you wouldn't see it. It would as it go, it was like stair step. And as it goes down, it would just give the illusion. And then when they pull it back up, it was coming back out. But there's actually people that can actually do a real fucking sword, though.
So there's a couple people that my wife and I travel with, Captain and Maybell, and Reggie, Bug Muncher. Those two are excellent. And there's an interview with Reggie. So if you want to go back and watch hers, you can check it out on YouTube and, of course, Reapers Underground Facebook. But I mean, they legit do it. Now, if you notice, though, they are certain lengths. And from what I understand, it is a shit ton of practice. You figure out really quickly how much you can take.
That's what she said.
Exactly. But seriously, though, that from practice, if you get a pain sensation, you figured out how far that damn motherfucker can go down.
You gotta think it.
You're not gonna take a Vikings broadsword and just go. You might as well just check your fucking card out today.
Because once it gets so far down, you're like your esophagus and your throat and shit curves, and then it goes to with your stomach. You gotta think there's little room for fucking error when you get there. You're gonna poke a hole through your shit or something.
Right.
Yeah. Top 10 things that I'm not going to try.
I don't blame you, Sugar.
Yeah.
But there are those that do aspire to this. And to me, it's always been one of those wonderful, freakish things that can be behold. You know what I mean? For those that can do it, and this just goes to show you, not everybody's, biological makeup can actually handle that kind of thing. But when they can, it's like, oh, shit balls. How do you do that? We have a ridiculous amount of comments here. Hey, what's up, Charlie? Charlie from fucking hell. Rid Them All is with us. Good to see you, sir. Let me see here. God damn, this goes.
Keep on.
Okay, I found it. Crystal says, I'm a human pressure washer. God damn. I actually sent it to be tested, and it's totally normal, just loose. Okay, good to know.
I'm glad nothing's wrong.
We're glad that nothing is wrong there. Let's see. Dustin says apple cider, I think, is better than pumpkin spice. I agree. Apple cider is a fucking national treasure. It should be a world treasure at that. For sure. Rebecca said shit like that is just no. Apparently that video did not appeal. So Severian says, I have a friend who does that with swords. Yes, exactly. Could you imagine? But this is a balloon, people.
The one I want to figure out is like, have you seen them? They have like a piece of metal. It's probably about this long if it was straight, but it's been curled up. And they run it up their nostrils and curve it out of their mouth. Like they go through their sinus duct and shit and curve it out of their mouth. I've seen a guy doing two of them at the same time the other day. And I'm like, how in the fuck does this shit work?
I went to school with a guy who did that with a necklace.
Yeah.
Right. Because these people, I mean, they are like students of like, what do you call it? Biology. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So they know, they've seen, probably had a picture of their fucking skull done. If you look enough and you practice enough, you're going to figure out how far you can do anything without fucking yourself up. And as far as I understand, once you figure out what that threshold is, it's like second nature. I know, it's crazy, right? Let's see here. Aaron says, you can't tell, but I have a shocked face, just as a French mime. That's awesome. Charlie says that had to tough her ass. I mean, you know. So Severian says, for real at go-go places. Dustin says, seeing it go up and out the other end would have been more impressive. I mean, for everybody, it's different, but I don't know. I just thought it was funny because, you know, we know the T-Land ladies can take a fucking vegetable to the fucking head in one go. And it's crazy. So Severian says she actually went to school for that. And I do believe it. I believe that there is classes nowadays for things like this if people are interested to do sideshow shit. You know, I mean, who the fuck is going to sit there and take a what? That had to be, I can't even think how long that balloon was to be able to get it in all the way, close the mouth, open it back up, and pull that shit out. You see, she had to do it real carefully, too.
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca says, one less dumb bitch if it pops. That's awesome. Like circus school, freak, or whatever you call it. Show school. Right. Aaron says, I can get a friend of mine, Candy. I know you know that could talk about. Oh, yeah. You know, I've been thinking about that. Let's set that shit up. Let's get her on. I think it would be a blast. Rebecca says swallow nowadays. What? Oh, you guys have been awesome on that one. Absolutely. Like I said, you know, it's not very often that we find a contender for the title, because when we saw that video a few months back, I was like, how is she doing that? How can one single human being shove that large of a vegetable that size all in one bite and not choke? So my question is to you both. Did she not chew?
Like, in general? Does she just...
In general.
Everything?
Because she didn't look like she chewed it.
No. No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh, man. So Cody was telling us just how hot it was yesterday. How hot was it, man?
Hotter than shit.
Would it have been hot enough for you to do this?
Yeah.
Get it where you can, ladies.
I promise you,
Not
like,
one, but two.
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing. Now, ladies out there in the Morgrot universe, why were these two older ladies using the fountain in just that spot?
Because it felt amazing for them. That's why I said, you get it, ladies. You go right ahead.
I mean, it probably did.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Absolutely.
I would have
was
done
like,
it.
at the same time, though, they're like, I know my time is limited, so I don't fucking care what anyone says. I was like, good for you.
That's what I mean. Like, go for it. Why not?
If there'd been one of them around yesterday, I'd been standing over it like a kid that just discovered he had shit down there. I'd been standing there over it like this right here, just holding like this lid, like, oh god damn, a leak. Look, I was in work boots, black pants, black shirt, black undershirt, this thing, and makeup from 9 o'clock until midnight.
Oh,
and
trust me,
90-degree weather.
I feel it. I do. How were the mosh pits there? Was it pretty good?
They got them riled up. It went good. Violent System was a band that played later in the night. They're pretty decent. Apparently there was a younger kid got not young, but younger, got knocked down in a mosh pit pretty hard. And like he run back after their set went over, he and Crip come up there, the MC of the night. The singer come back and took the mic and said, "Find the kid that got knocked down. I got free merch for him to come over here and get it."
Nice. But was it this bad though?
It was. The guys in that video couldn't hang with them last night. They would have got their asses handed to them.
Shit. That poor drummer got fucking destroyed. Now these were high school kids, I think.
Yeah.
And that some bitch just ran up and fucking dove on him, knocked him square off his fucking stool.
The one that went flying might have hung with him last night.
Got a fucking drumstick up his nose.
The one that jumped through the air might have hung with him last night, but the ones back there in the back doing that little pussy shit, no.
Who's ready for a game? I am.
I love games.
And I know everybody out there in the Morgrot universe loves the games that we play. Now, this one is, in the spirit of October. I think this one's very appropriate. So we're going to take a quick look at this video.
I don't have my poll. I was
What's
trying
that?
to do the ting like for your joke, but I don't have my poll. So I'm like, does that work? But it doesn't really.
I'll take it. But don't eat. This one is, I think, extremely appropriate. We'll listen to a couple of them, and then we're going to let everyone give us your answers. Check this out.
Inappropriate songs that you shouldn't play at a funeral.
I think many of us have had these thoughts of theme music for, some folks that have passed on to the hereafter. So obviously this one is for everybody. Sugar and, of course, Cody there, as well as everybody out there in the attic section. Name a song that is definitely not appropriate.
I saw this somewhere and I always loved it. Pop Goes the Weasel while everybody sits there in horror waiting to see what happens with the coffin. Like once you get dun, 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 it's like, oh my God, what's going to happen? It'd be hilarious.
Damn, that's a tough one. I'm having to think about that for a second. Shit.
I always like Ding Dong the Witch is Dead, but that was in the video.
That was a good one. The one that I go to, because y'all out there know that I'm still stuck in classic rock from the 70s. She was cold as ice.
That works.
By Foreigner. I mean, that could go for a significant other, a grandmother, a mother. Oh no!
I'm trying to think. There's got to be more really good ones.
There's more. Like hell, I'm stuck at the moment.
Because I always said I do want to see you on the other side.
Aaron got censored again.
I saw that. Yeah.
Unholy fuck.
Oh shit! Whoever DH is, I fucking love their comment.
Crystal said she's an easy lover. Oh, Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know Fiona and me do it in my.
Think about a popular song that would just be not appropriate to play at a
Macarena.
Yeah, because I mean that's a celebration, right?
Oh my god, Aaron's is great. The last comment.
He got it. Yes, good one, Aaron. Ice Ice Baby. I love it. For some people, they want something fun played, right? As a memorial. But there's just some songs, that I think you could. There you go. He got it. Chicken Dance. Could you imagine?
I would love that. I keep saying I want to put the fun in funeral. Like it should be a party. So yes, play Footloose. Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. If I die before any of y'all, and I'm not decided if I want a funeral or if I want to be cremated. I'm still working on that. But I give y'all full fucking permission to play whatever the hell y'all want, as long as it's heavy as shit and it's gonna get somebody to think like, hey, that's what he would be listening to right now.
Exactly.
Y'all can play it Highway to Hell. I don't give a damn, because if it's real, that's where I'm going anyway. So,
I mean, Rebecca just hit it on the button. Guns N' Roses. I used to love her.
I was sitting here trying to think of that goddamn song. Like I knew that I was singing it in my head. I was like, she bitched so much, and I couldn't fucking remember it.
Don't fear the Reaper.
That would be appropriate, though.
I would want everyone to have a cowbell, though, and just sit there through the whole funeral ding, ding, ding. I think that would be awesome.
Especially because everyone knows that cowbell, that whole skit, because every metal drummer just absolutely hates the cowbell. I think that would be really good. Man, there's just so many. It could be a jazz tune. I mean, the 80s was full of them.
18 in Life by Skid Row.
I love that song so much.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Like,
actually, Justin
forever.
Another good one. He says, my wife knows my funeral I want to have played You Can Close Your Eyes by James Taylor and Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. I mean, those are great songs. Seriously.
I used to love her.
Remember, these were supposed to be inappropriate songs.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I like.
Everyone out there is thinking about which ones they want to be played.
I like Aaron's one. It's kind of towards the end, but not complete. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the end.
Must have been love, but it's over now.
Not that one. That one's a good one, but 2 above that
That's
one.
a good one. 2 down?
2 up.
Oh, 2 up. Gotcha. The Best by Tina Turner would be funny.
There you go.
I love it. That's a good one.
Oh, it went away now. But Aaron put from Dirty Dancing. I've had the time of my life.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Not bad, now, everybody. Not bad. Crystal says peaches. Fuck the pain away.
What about like Crazy Bitch from Buckchair?
You a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good a monster.
That would work. Inappropriate. Or how about Send the Pain Below?
That one's really good too. Nicely done. Oh,
I'm getting
no.
mad. Like
Dustin, yes. Daddy Wasn't There from Austin Powers. Ooh, that is so bad. Oh, I love that choice. Oh, Aaron says TLC No Scrubs.
It's so funny because I was thinking Waterfalls.
I can't remember who the hell sings it. It's an 80s rock song. Stone Cold, I used to love you so well. Shit. The name of the damn song, Stone Cold, and I can't remember who the fuck sings. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Was it Stone Cold Crazy by Queen?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second it might be that. Not bad choices.
Stone
Not
Cold by Rainbow.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm sure if I heard it, I would know what it is. What
I-
about Smoke on the Water? Fire in the
More of a
sky.
celebration, though. Now, I could give you another one. Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Or there's a song by D Devil called 666 and it's just like talking about going down to hell. It's like a dance song and it's like gate 1, gate 2, gate 3, and there's like gate 666. And it's like I have to send it to you. It's awesome. Like and dance with the devil.
Dustin also says "Fuck a Dog" by Blink 182.
I don't know that one.
I know what he's talking about. That's a good one.
How about You Stink But I Love You by Mucky Pup? Because you're dead.
Oh,
What,
my goodness.
You remember the Grandpa song by Blink 182? Ain't it Blink 182 to sing that song? About fucking grandpas. Rebecca, I know you're watching this, and you the one that showed me this damn song. Comment the name of it.
How about You're Pretty When I'm Drunk?
Right. Awesome. Next item on the goddamn list. This one's an obvious one, and I've been holding on to it for 2 weeks now. What the fuck is going on in Diddy land? So 2 weeks ago, we have been informed that some of the most infamous parties in the last, let's say, 20 fucking years, this was P. Diddy's like party in the Hamptons. When you think of like all the celebrity parties that are so A-list and, you know, some of the biggest actors, some of the biggest singers, you know, and this has been going on for fucking ever. So apparently it's a lot more than we all imagined that it was these elaborate fucking parties, right? You know, where it's very extravagant. I mean, right. You name it, they did it. I mean, you've seen the memes, you know, Diddy with the fucking like baby oil. And this guy hasn't been relevant in how many fucking years?
Well, I don't know, because I mean, Stevie Wonder was there and he said he didn't see anything illegal.
Oh shit, you got me. You got me because I was actually going to say that. Literally,
did I send you the AI country video?
Oh, fucking hell. How in the fuck? How in the fuck?
Hilarious.
Can Stevie Wonder go on record and say, I didn't see shit?
I don't think he actually said that. I think that was a meme. But that was.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, it was a joke. I'm pretty sure that was a joke, but.
Yeah. Okay, because I was going to say for a second, if that shit was for real, he's a dumbass and just made himself look so fucking bad. But I bet you right now he's down there trying to call Reverend Jackson and everybody else he can get a hold of that people are making fun of him trying to link him to this shit.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the meme of Cartman going, no, Diddy?
No, but I've seen
I have not seen that one.
In New York, you know how they graffiti everything in New York. Somebody graffitied P. Diddy, but they turned him into Quagmire from Family Guy.
Oh, fucking hell.
And it looks identical to each one of them. They said like giggity all the way beside it.
That is very, very appropriate.
I've seen another one that said when you're running away from Diddy or chasing Diddy through the house, or Diddy's chasing you through the house, and they're running through there and they're hitting the walls and there's beds falling over everywhere in Quagmire's house.
It was just like a giant slip and slide. Like, what do you do with 1,000 bottles of baby oil and like over 700?
Fuck other rappers up the ass.
The one thing that I thought was extremely interesting was the fact that, They had to put everyone on IVs, including himself, by the end of such a session, because this would go on for like what, 5+ days. You know, I mean, most parties it's a one night thing, right? But yet this would go on for multiple days.
Nobody could leave because all the baby oil everywhere. You couldn't get to the door.
You had to wait till the maid cleaned up, right? I mean, what in the unholy fuck? See, this just goes to show you that people with fucking dough that just goes on for days, they have more in mind because they are willing, or I'm sorry, not willing, but they have the power to do what they want to do. And he kind of turned this into an enterprise. I mean, they got him on fucking racketeering, trafficking, the whole fucking 9 yards. This guy, I always felt this way ever since motherfucking Biggie, rest in peace wherever you are. He lived off that man's success.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be straight. Diddy wouldn't be nothing without that motherfucker.
Sorry, this makeup itches so bad. I'm like trying to not.
No, you're good. You're good.
I feel like my eyes are freezing open. It's like it's all drying up. But I would not be surprised. First of all, I just sent you the video again because it's freaking ridiculously hilarious. But also, I'm not going to be surprised if Diddy winds up Epstein. But there's so many people. And I'm like, they might put it, I hate to say it, but because of certain attributes that Diddy has that Epstein didn't, the list might come out. That's why he's in there.
I love the fact that he thought he was going to get away with the shit. And all it takes is one fucking person that isn't going to be that way to start throwing that shit around and your ass is gone. So.
Well, that's what Mr. Hooter and I were talking about, how that one woman just set this all in motion because so many people are so scared to say anything. So
but hell, Cat Williams was saying that shit back when, the Pimp Chronicles come out, like Pimp Chronicles 1.
Yeah.
He said people be gay in Hollywood and you not even know it and shit, and you fuck around and walk in the wrong room.
Yep. But to just say, to come out and be like, he did this to me, and then people know they're not alone anymore, and that's what just brings everybody out of the woodwork. And there's 100 and something people saying it now, and that's just the people coming forward.
Nothing against gay people. I'm just saying that. I said that word. There's nothing against gay people. I just want to put that out there.
You turn it into a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if this was, I think it's wrong in both counts. If it was for his own sick pleasures, that's still bad.
Do that to people.
That's still horrible.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Is important.
Exactly. But I mean, for them to bring up trafficking, that means he was absolutely taking people.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Bieber, of all people, has been saying it for years, and everybody dismissed him. And it's kind of like what you think about him as an artist aside, he was a teenager. He
was 14 years old back then, like 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not right. But that's how Hollywood is. It eats your fucking soul.
It's like that dude from Nickelodeon,
Dan Schneider.
Yeah, Dan Schneider did with Drake Bell and all of them.
Yep.
Oh man.
And
I watched that documentary. I watched it.
I never.
Who's got the balls to try to say?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I said he's got the balls to try to sue them people now that made that documentary for defamation of character.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I never put it together
covering your tracks.
Mm-hmm.
About his foot fetish, and then now I go back and I think about watching those shows with my kids. I'm like, there were an awful lot of feet.
I grew up on that era of Nickelodeon, and I didn't think nothing about it as a kid, but now that I'm an adult and I seen that shit, Like that shit's not fucking right. It ain't cool.
No, and like Ariana Grande with the potato, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you see that with her like jerking out? Come on, potato, give me your potato juice, like and stick it. Like she was a child.
Right. And
Stop.
the bottle of water, just like dumping it. You know, no one ever would have really caught it. I remember when my oldest child was little and watching that era of Nickelodeon. I never bat an eye at it. I didn't even think about it at the time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it just took that one documentary that actually put the shit kind of in perspective. Yeah. And thank goodness the co-star of what was that? iCarly. Yeah. She was the
McCurdy.
Like, yeah, she was the one that set that shit on fire.
Yeah, because she never wanted to act. Her mom forced her into it.
Yeah, she wrote a book called I'm Glad My Mom Is Dead or some shit like that because her mom put her through all that bullshit.
Yep. I still haven't read it, but my oldest read it and said it was really good. Like,
I mean, if my kids want to be famous or something like that, I'm all for it. But as soon as they tell me that somebody's doing some stupid shit, I'm going to go to fucking prison.
Yep.
Oh, trust me. I see the kids that go to my kids' school, right? And they're walking from their homes like this, you know, it's a small town. So they're like walking, and I'm just sitting here going to myself like, should they really be doing that? You know, things that we probably would have never thought of 20 plus years ago. It's like, you can't you know, take any chances. And these fucking people with money, man, it's just turned. I've always said this. If somebody has the money, they can make anything happen. And look at what we're seeing now. People are blowing this whole, you know, underworld up from celebrities. And, well, you know, Diddy is just, oh, man. And the laundry list of people that would go to these parties. That was the big thing for me. I think Leonardo.
I was going to say Leo's going to have a lot coming out about him soon, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I know they said that he completely distanced himself back in, what was it, 2003 when Titanic came out. That was one of the things I read. And I was like, were you really disgusted, or did you realize that this might get blown open one day?
Yeah, well,
somebody was just saying some shit about the company he keeps today and how young they are.
I was driving around for work the other day, and like I don't know, I just turned the radio on. Now, usually I connect my phone and just listen to anything, but I listened to a radio station that's a rock station, and they have like the morning talk shows on there. You know how all morning radio is, and they was on there talking about it. Like they said they went down the rabbit hole on it, but they started with it and said that what they were trying to say is Jay-Z started it, and Diddy pretty much is taking the fall for it. That
somehow, a lot if you think about it.
Somehow Prince got brought into it, and they said Jay-Z had tried to do a streaming service called fuck was the name? Anyway, he tried to put out his own streaming service back in the day, and Prince sold him all his rights to his music. Then Prince wants it back, wants all his rights back, and next thing you know, Prince is found dead in an elevator from a
drug overdose.
Yeah, fentanyl overdose, and they said there was no record of him ever taking fentanyl.
Mm-hmm.
And, they said Jay-Z they think he's kind of admitted to killing him because he put out a song and made a reference to the king will never come from the elevator or some shit like that.
Really?
It's something along those lines. That might not be the right words to it, but it's kind of like those references. Yeah, I fucking killed him. But,
and I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, because that was like a long time before, but Aaliyah dying, that he killed her to make room for Beyonce to come in.
And then
Connect the dots.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but
No, but
this
that shit
makes
lines
sense.
up though.
but you got to think, conspiracy theories have somewhat fact in it somewhere. It has to start by something that was factual.
Right.
And like, if you sit down and think about that shit, like, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. He's gonna make an assload of money off of fucking Prince's royalties and shit. If he wants them back, he's gonna lose what, millions of dollars of what Prince fans are gonna pay.
Yep. And that's what rules the world.
I had the comment you seen. Yeah, I seen a video of a lady talking the other day. Said J-Lo needs to be arrested. Jay-Z, a whole bunch of them. Like, you wouldn't think.
Yep. Who runs the world? Money.
Right? But I just wanted to, address that big elephant in the United States history currently, because it's the talk of the town. Personally, I hope they all go down, every last one of them.
Yeah.
Hollywood needs
accountability to somebody anymore. It seems like everybody just doesn't get held accountable across the board. So could somebody?
Well, they are now.
The majority of Hollywood.
Yeah, but I just mean, like, in general, like, look at DC and on both sides the shit that people do, and they just get away with it. It's like, okay, like, come,
Hollywood and that genre of the music industry, kind of like the main people there, that shit needs a good washing out, because they just recycle the same fucking shit. There's no creativity left in it. They're just trying to bounce off some bullshit or just try to remake something that was made 30 years ago. Yeah, the originals, 99% of the time, will always be the best. So fucking be creative and quit taking other people's shit.
And that's why we need to support indie films so much, because it's new, it's creative, it's the people that don't have big studio backing, and they put out the best stories, honestly. So
just
I wonder if Sting's going to keep getting if Diddy goes to prison, if Sting will keep getting his money from him ripping his song.
Right.
He's got to pay him so much money for every so often for the rest of his life. So
that's right. Mm-hmm. Speaking of music and the music industry, so man, this is a tough one, and I would really like to see what everyone's feelings are on this. So fans are up in arms, pissed off. I don't know if it's because it's not the original singer singing the stuff, or are they really using backing tracks for the new vocalist that Linkin Park put into place? So it says Linkin Park videos appear to show backing vocal tracks, but you shouldn't freak out. And from everything that I've seen about this, Chester was absolutely the heart and soul of that band. And nothing against the young lady that they have chosen to put in his place. But fans are torn. They feel like they're just trying to capitalize to make money. They put this young lady in his place, but yet backing tracks are being heard at live performances. How do we feel about this, guys?
I love Linkin Park. I love metal. Y'all know this, but Linkin Park is kind of one of my guilty pleasures, because sometimes growing up, the meanings behind Chester's vocals and songs actually help with things. It's like they said, he saved millions of lives, but 1 million couldn't save one. And like, I don't know really how to word it. I don't mind the band continuing, because everybody has a right to continue their career in the band they started. I don't think she should be pushing Chester's songs as much as they are, because those songs, like, he got shit on so bad for that last album that they put out, and that was pretty much his suicide letter.
Right.
And like after he's gone, people realize that. I think if they're going to continue, they may do it once every now and then, but they need to make new content and move past Chester and not keep doing it. People were so pissed about her because she was into Scientology for one thing, and she what the fuck is his name? Hyde from That 70s Show.
Oh yeah, she's a big supporter. Yeah,
she supported him through all them.
That fucker rot in prison. Fuck
R-word child. That's the reason people were so pissy about it. But and when they first come out, I thought about she's just trying to keep it on. But the more I think about it, no, you need to just do your own shit and not cash in on Chester's legacy, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I also heard, and I don't know her. I don't know. True, but I heard that she's a depression denier, which to me is a mega slap in the face to Chester. And I know I've told you guys before, I'm a humongous Linkin Park fan. Like their lyrics are the soundtrack to my life a lot of the time. Like I've seen them, I think 3 times live because we had tickets to see, right? And Chester passed away before we got to go to that last show. But like to me, I haven't really given her a chance, honestly, because I'm kind of just like, if that's the type of person that you are, I don't want to hear you singing these songs that mean so much to me. But she's got like a good voice. It's nothing against her as a singer. I just don't think it's a good fit or an appropriate fit for this band.
Yes.
And one of the original guys dropped out because he's not touring with them with her. I forget which one.
They even left his mother in the dark. They told Chester's mom that if we continue to do music, you will be the first one to know who we pick, how we do it, and everything. They announced this shit and did not tell her a fucking thing.
Are you surprised?
No, I almost wish they took one of Chester's sons sings and sounds a lot like his dad, and I kind of wish that they did that, kind of like how Sublime has Bradley's son singing for them now. It's kind of like that.
I'm not a Foo Fighters fan, but when their drummer, his son, starts playing My Hero video, that shit was worth watching. Yeah. So I kind of agree. If they have she had a son or a daughter or whatever, and they can mimic their father's voice that much, then they should be the one to continue it on. Especially
it's a legacy.
Exactly, especially when he put so much of his own mental health and feelings into those lyrics.
Yep. And I remember when One More Light came out, I thought it sucked. I hated it. And now I listen to it all the time. I love that album. But it took, like, sometimes you have to listen to things a few times before they click.
The last song that I remember that he put out that I really like is called Heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That song, if you actually sit and listen to it, you'll feel exactly everything that was on his mind, and it'll make shit click.
Yep. Absolutely. I've been dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let it go, I'll be set free. It's very telling of where he was mentally. So.
Yep.
Absolutely. Dustin says, do I think she is the best pick? No. But I think musically wise, she does all right. I have mixed feels about her selection. Right. I also agree with that. Rebecca says, Chester is one of the very few who I had a major emotional reaction to when he passed. That shit was very haunting. It reminds me of when the great Lane Staley passed.
Man, that was so fucked up. He was in his home for 2 weeks dead before anybody checked on him.
Yeah,
that's fucking nuts.
Exactly right. And bigger, and I'm not a slight towards them at all, but bigger than fucking Nirvana when Kurt Cobain went. You know what I'm saying?
He did the world a favor.
I knew that situation was fucked up. Obviously, we know everything there. You know what I mean? But damn it, when Lane Staley went, when Chester went, and I was a kind of a fan of Linkin Park. I know
I'm a huge
Big Bad
fan.
Devil Daddy himself was kind of a fan because I felt that dude had fucking so much power when he sang. And I really respected that.
Yep.
And
He's definitely one of them people that when he walked into a room, he deserved every bit of the attention he got from it.
Yep. And for me, Chris Cornell was like broke my heart when he died, and then Chester sang Hallelujah at Chris's funeral, and then killed himself on Chris's birthday because they were each other's support system, and so like it's all tied. It just sorry, Mr. Hooter's getting me another drink since y'all in the comments.
I was going to say there is a total of 7 Thailands.
Okay, Mr. Hooter will be right back, and then I will be joining.
Why do we have to say Thailand when it's depressing and make us drink? Why can't we say that shit when it's happy? Fuck.
You know? But this also ties into the next thing on the goddamn list. So something that popped up is why thousands of music videos have been removed from YouTube.
Because somebody bought the rights, I'm guessing. Thank you,
Well, who is buying up all these rights?
P. Diddy.
I don't know that. It's either that. Did you say P. Diddy? I was like, hey, wait a minute. That'd take a second to click. It's either that or they're just trying to erase the new generation from experiencing shit that's actually real and worth a fuck.
Well, those of us that are parents are exposing
that's
their
kind of where
children
I
like
feel.
responsible music fans. So you can take it off of YouTube, but you can't take my CDs and my cassette tapes.
Exactly. And they're not going to. And that's the whole thing. So, the fact that all these videos are falling off is...
What videos are they?
Well, just from the picture, there's been videos from Nirvana.
Green Day was one of them.
Green Day was one of them. All different artists. And I think a lot of them are the fact that either the bands have disbanded, members have died, those kinds of things. And I'm just kind of like this. We know that most of the youth right now, and have been for a while, are big YouTubers. And a lot of people get their music from YouTube. And in a lot of ways, some of the great videos that we have loved, let's say from the 90s, you can't find some of those videos anymore. Personally, I think that there's a conspiracy. I know that word sucks. And I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I think a lot of record companies that had rights to a lot of those great videos that we like are taking them down because those artists are no longer on their labels.
That makes a lot of sense, though.
I was going to say, I can see that happening. What drives me nuts is when I post a video on my social media and I use the music provided to me from said social media platform, and then it gets taken down 4 years later because of copyright. No, but that would make sense if the companies no longer have the rights and then a new company takes them and then they're like, no, now I didn't say it. The other company did,
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like, why doesn't the band themselves, if they're still there,
somebody's got to be there representing them.
Why don't they have the rights to their own shit? We're talking about art here, people. This is why the mainstream sucks so much ass. Because, there has been some very prolific videos that a lot of these bands put out at a certain time. And I feel that a lot of them are still very relevant to this day. So why the fuck, when I want to go see the video for Back on Earth by Ozzy Osbourne, it's gone.
And it's funny that you said that, because what I said about the copyright thing, Ozzy, 100% of the time that I've used it has been flagged. And real quick, good night, Crystal. Love you. Thank you for hopping on with us. She's got to go. But
have a good night.
But it's funny because Ozzy, like, I have videos from 2014 that I'm getting pinged now, taking down, that are like, and they're all Ozzy songs. So.
Hmm.
I'm about to go on YouTube and type in Ozzy now and see what happens. Yeah. I'm curious now.
I bet his absolutely horrible version of Winter Wonderland with Jessica.
Right. I'm sure that disappeared.
Jessica Simpson. That's still on there. Did you ever see that?
Oh, it was so horrible.
Talk about like abusing auto-tune. It's so bad.
You know? Seriously.
It has to do with money. Like, I'm sure it's all money. Everything's.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, some videos, and I mean, there's some Pearl Jam ones, people not even in metal, these videos are missing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got sidetracked. I typed in Ozzy, and it come up a video of Sharon talking about P. Diddy, and I got sidetracked. Like, I did not hear nothing y'all just said.
What did Sharon have to say about P. Diddy?
I haven't listened to it yet. She's not even calling him P. Diddy. She called him Sean. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's because, you know, she's prim and proper. For sure.
Let's see if I have.
Oh my goodness. So yeah. I don't know. Some of those videos I think get taken down, not only for copyright issues, but I think they also get taken down because there's a lot of truth in them.
Yeah.
People, you know, certain bands, certain songs that speak truth to a generation that is so fucking confused, so fucking out of whack, that they only know how to be programmed versus being free thinkers. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I wonder if they'll take down Miracle Man.
Oh, I love that.
Fucking silence Jimmy Swaggart. Good luck.
No, I'm talking about Ozzy's Miracle Man song. I wonder if they'll take it down.
Yeah, it was about Jimmy Swaggart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game time.
Yay.
It's time to raise the bar. Write a horror story in 6 words or less.
I ran out of cheese. That would be very upsetting in my world.
And this is for everybody out in the attic section as well as everybody here. Mine is, I ran out of ice cubes for my bourbon.
I woke up remarried to my ex.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I woke up in Thailand.
God damn it. Motherfucker. I woke up next to the wrong person.
There you go. Let's see.
I went to the church bathroom and Babylon was there.
That's oh man, that one's horrible. Woo! I woke up and it was actually a woman.
Would that be a horror story though?
for me, yes.
I don't know. It depends. Is it your Hold on. Is it your personality and you're in a woman's body, or do you get a whole new personality?
I don't know. I didn't think about it that deep.
It depends on what the woman is, though.
Plot twist.
Right.
Is she successful or is she a streetwalker?
You can be a successful streetwalker.
You know the one I'm talking about, the one that's in downtown under the bridges in certain areas like Nashville.
Give you a gum job.
Dustin says, "Hey, where did you come from?"
I like Aaron's above that comment too.
The condom broke on me, honey. Rebecca, I ran out of Pepsi already.
That's her everyday goddamn life.
Ooh, Dustin. Oh my goodness. Whose children do these belong to? Oh, man. Oh shit, Aaron. Is this your knife inside me?
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a really good one.
What orifice is it in there?
I don't know what to say to that. Rebecca says, Cody freaking lost my phone charger.
How does everything get blamed on me? Anyway.
Oh, shit. Dustin says, I missed Reaper's Underground live show. Yay! All right. I'll take that shit. All day long. Oh, shit. Aaron says we all go a little mad sometimes.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Dustin says, I thought I killed you already. That's a good one.
One that happens to me a lot would be there's an eyelash in my contact. That's a freaking horror show. That hurts.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I've been trying to put contacts in for a day so far, and I'm having so much trouble.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I can do like, I don't even have to look because I've been wearing them.
I used to do that shit. I had Marilyn Manson's contacts one time, the white ones, and I had some red ones. And like, I was fighting with them son bitches so bad. I'd be in the bathroom with two hands, pulling my fucking eye open, trying to stick it. Like, what the fuck is this shit? How do people just go, Doop?
Yes.
What's worse is when I've lost one. Today. When I've lost one and I think it's up in my eyeball, but it's not. So I start roto-rooting.
Oh, yeah.
I got nails. It doesn't feel that good.
I had a piece of metal go in my eye before, like metal shavings get up in my eyelid. Ooh. And like I went to the clinic and they took and pulled, like said they was going to numb my eye. They didn't numb a goddamn thing. Right. Stuck a fucking Q-tip up in there and was doing this shit like, nope, Oh, no. Nope. Yep. That shit sucked.
That happened to me when I thought I lost a con, because I'm like, am I looking at my brain? Like, where would it go? You know,
that makes my
and they did the same thing. They took a Q-tip and they like root your eyeball with it.
Hey, you can't say taint. The taint tickler's gonna show up if you keep on.
There's a horror movie though, Q-tip to the eyeball.
You know, it's so fucking funny. I have to give you a side note. I was in front of the mirror. I had the contact in this finger. All right. I was using my first finger on this hand, middle finger on the other, holding that shit open, and man, I could touch the white of my eye. I pushed my own, I pushed my own eyeball. That doesn't even fucking bother it. But god damn it, it was humming right over the retina. It was there. I was like, I'm almost to the promised land. Right? And then all it took was wink, and my fucking eye blinked, even though I was holding that shit open, and knocked it to the ground. I'm like, fuck you. Why can't I do this?
Put it on the white and then move your eye over.
Oh.
I could never do that. I finally got to where I just pulled my bottom eyelid down, and I wedge it under my top eyelid and push up a little bit, then let go, and then just blink, and it and move it to where it would go. But when I
No
was first
shit.
when I was first learning to do that shit, I got so damn mad. I went through them big ass bottles of fluid trying to fill that shit up and keep it wet and shit. I was fuck
Yep.
this shit.
Yeah, because the thing is, you want the contact to be wet, but you want your finger to be dry. That's the like trick.
Exactly. Yes.
And then
That-
you're
If you
like,
have long
"Oh, do it
eyelashes,
like
it makes it
this,"
a bitch.
And then I just pop it. Like I can
Fucking
pop them
hell.
in and pop them out.
Mm.
Oh no, I got it on my hand. Oh well. I made it almost 2 hours before it didn't smudge. Yay, Dollar General and Walmart to the rescue.
Make sure you put it in before you get your before you do your makeup too.
Well,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, well I need
exactly.
them to see. So
Because I did it without putting.
contacts, but like I'm gonna walk into walls because I unless I get prescription cool contacts, which I can't afford. So
I feel that.
mm,
But no, I'm going to keep trying. And since you gave me that idea
Mhm.
to put it on the white, because that doesn't bother me.
Yep.
So if I can put it on the white, blink.
well,
afterward.
close your eye and kind of like rub it over. Like you can move it with your eye
Oh.
closed. Like you can kind of
So I didn't know that part. I struggled.
Ooh, I didn't even know that was an option.
Mhm.
I thought I just had to fucking shotgun it to the
we'll FaceTime. I'll give you a little contact clinic. I'll help you. So because I
Because
wear them every day.
Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you
I have them in my hand.
for telling me that.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Just
know that
don't-
was a fucking option.
Just don't rip that motherfucker, because if you rip it and you don't know it and you put it in your eye, that shit hurts so fucking bad. I ripped a pair of.
Will to the no.
There's a website that you could order them from called Cat Eyes or some shit like that, but they did like all kind of different like designs. That's why I had them red ones. I ripped one and didn't know it, and I blinked and that shit was moving. It shit hurt.
The first boudoir shoot I did, I didn't realize my contact had a rip in it. I thought I had an eyelash in my eye. And so they're putting makeup on me and my eye's just tearing. And I go through the whole thing, drove down the shore with like one eye. I'm like, why is it bugging me? And then I got down there and I realized there was like a slit in the middle of the contact. And that's never happened to me before. I've had them rip in half in my eye before, but I've never had it like a hole in the middle. And so I had to have my husband like mail me contacts because he was home and I was down the shore. And I called the eye doctor. I'm like, can you send me one contact? They're like, no, we cannot do that. I'm like, all right, well, I'm buying a year's
That
worth.
sucks.
So
Wow.
Mr. Hooter to the rescue. He's the best. So
To Mr. Hooter.
to Mr. Hooter. Yes.
Fuck.
Well, that was a cool little side note. How did we get on to contacts? I don't even remember. Oh, horror stories. We were talking about horror stories.
You know,
It's
and
hard to
I was seriously trying to like figure out every fucking kind of way. I'm like, look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, fucking Reaper, you are the Lord of Darkness. You can take anything. Put
Defeated
this
by a piece of
shit
plastic.
in your fucking eye. You're gonna take it. You're gonna love it. Fucking do it. And I'm like, blink. Fuck you. You know, that was my instant fucking reaction to this shit. Has anyone else had this? Seriously. And I was like, you know, I almost had it on there and it felt like, you know, it was scratchy.
It will at first, because
And
you gotta your eyeballs gotta lube it. Like
Sometimes
PD.
I put mine in upside down, like inside out, because you know they have a certain way to go. You have to like fold it in half. If it looks like a taco, it's right. If it's got like this going, then it's wrong. You know, and you put it in the wrong way, and then it's like you know, it's a pain in the ass.
I want the damn one, the ones that they're called Scalara. They're your entire eyeball, like it covers everything. But I watched I was gonna buy them till I watched a video on like horror stories of them fucking things. I'm like, no, I'm good. I've struggled with these little bastards. Fuck that whole thing.
Horror stories.
That's the thing, like
This is what you
the hard
don't want to
contacts where
do.
they give you like the little toilet plunger, and you'd have to like.
No.
That's what Michael Jackson had in the Thriller video. They had the toilet plunger kind of hard contacts.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, thank you.
Shit. That's fucked up.
And I think back, like when I was in my 20s, I would literally put a pair of contacts in and they would stay in there until they fell out. Like I would sleep in them. I would not take them out at all. And then I went to the eye doctor and she started showing me, it was like Little Shop of Horrors where he's like, have you ever seen the results of a neglected mouth? But it was with eyeballs. And she's like, if you don't take these out and clean them every day, this is what's going to happen. And they were all like really disgusting eyeballs. And I've taken really good care of my contacts since then.
This shit come out years ago, but there's like a meme talk video, some shit I remember. Like this lady had like so many old contacts in her fucking eyes stacked on top of each
like
other.
23 or something. I'm like, how could she see? I've done 2 at once by accident, and I'm like, why can't I see at all? And I'm like, I'm blind. I can't imagine how. And I took them out. I'm like, hello, dumbass. Have some coffee and then put your contacts in. Like, but I can't imagine it would be like that thick, putting contact on contact on contact. I can't understand how you do that.
Interesting. Lizzie says,
sound awesome.
Yeah, Aaron had a pair of black light contacts. Put it in his eye, no problem. First blink, it ripped totally in half.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, that's
this shit hurts.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like the worst eyelash getting in your eye. For real. Dustin says, contacts always burn because my eyes are always really dry. That's why I stick with glasses. That's why I've done it this like whole fucking time. But I mean, I made sure this shit was like totally lubed up, ready to go. But damn it, by the time I was about to totally touch that fucking eyeball, just my eye blinked and it was over.
And I've had the same glasses for years and they check them I go yearly and they're like, it's fine. But my contacts, I actually have one to see far and one to see close. And then in my brain, it's like bifocals. So if I have my glasses on, I can see far away, but I can't read. So then I'm like, burp, 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 and it's annoying. Aside from the fact that every time I drive somewhere, I'm like, oh, and I think I have sunglasses on and I take them off. I'm like, no, dumbass, you're like seeing with these today. You need to keep them on, just because I'm so used to wearing contacts. But my glasses are like, so.
No, I feel that. I do. Trust me. Oh, man. So we have one item left on the goddamn list tonight. Everybody out there in the comment section, everybody who has fucking showed up tonight, fucking love you.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Sinful Sunday. Y'all fucking absolutely blow our minds. This one, though. How many of you love game shows?
I won one.
Do you? Which one?
It was called Think Fast. I was on it in middle school and I won everything, including the trip to Disney World. I'll send you the video.
Good one. That's really, really a good one. But sometimes on some of our favorite game shows. I know what's coming because I saw it live.
What happened? Is it the Wheel of Fortune?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to play.
Believe it or not.
I thought you were going to play the one where the guy guessed right in the butt.
Oh, I got that one too, but no. This video popped up. And I was like, did they really say this on air? And they went with it. Now, this is a popular show. And I mean, we've shown videos from the 70s, from the 80s. That shit was so fucking funny because I think they censored it back then, but I'm pretty sure they didn't censor this one. And this one just had me cracking up. Check this shit out.
Delaney, we have one answer left. Delaney, if you give me that answer, your family wins the game. But this time you have 2 strikes. If it's not there, the other family can steal, and they will win the game. Name something Abraham Lincoln probably used to ride on.
Miss Lincoln.
For 4 games. Been one of the nicest squares families I've ever met. All of a sudden, game 4. Riding in on donkeys. And now he's riding Miss Lincoln. Oh my God! Riding on that thing Miss Lincoln got!
That's hilarious.
I am so dead.
She took her. She seen her opportunity and
as
took
an
it.
answer.
What'd you say, Cody?
I said she seen her opportunity and she took it.
And mine, and that's the thing. Like you can tell, like she doesn't normally say stuff like that. Like that was hilarious. But
Oh no! Yeah, she was
that
like
now is like so
to a new level.
Like my youngest loves Family Feud, so we watch it all the time when she's home. But like they take stuff too far because it's just like, well, what is this and everything? It's like, how it used to be, make whoopee. Like they used to say that all the time, and now it's just like riding that fat ass, and it's just like that's not what they said. Like they're out of control on Family Feud. But my favorite is there was one question that was like something that you wouldn't want to walk in on, and the guy was like, naked grandma, and like we say that all the time. It's like naked grandma.
Open the door to P. Diddy for you.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
I'm like, the fact that was an actual answer that the people backstage already had. What does that tell you? It's
that's the way Family Feud is now. I'm telling you, if you haven't watched the newer ones, that's the way it is. Did you ever see the Newlywed Game where they asked where the strangest place you ever made whoopee was? And the wife answered, in the ass.
Oh, yeah. That was from the 70s. Shit. Exactly. I couldn't believe that. Now, I take that back. The 70s, I kind of expected that.
All those key parties and everything going on.
Right. But there was also an episode of Jeopardy where somebody answered in the butt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I saw that on Wheel of Fortune.
Did you?
There was Clam. There was an episode of Wheel of Fortune, and it said Clam blank IGGER, and a man guessed an N, and I said, sir, it is a D. Why would you even guess? And they aired it, so everybody knows.
That must be why South Park did that episode where Randy Marsh.
You always go back to Randy Marsh. I love it.
Seriously, Randy Marsh is like my fucking hero on South Park. That motherfucker is so brutally honest in everything that he does. I mean, as fucked up
well, he's bored, isn't
as he is, that shit is so much more funny because he's the only one in South Park, I think, besides Mr. Garrison, that is just so forthright. You know what I mean? And in his feelings.
As soon as you started talking about game shows,
Justin got it correct.
As soon as you started talking about game shows, that fucking video popped into my head from South Park.
Which one?
The one you're talking about now, where he's on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep, it actually happened.
Oh my fuck! I'm so sorry, Aaron.
I'm sorry, Aaron, that you're getting the hand slap.
That they haven't posted my comment. You know,
there's like a moderator that has nothing better to do tonight, I think.
Look here, moderator. Go watch a video somewhere else. Go rub one out somewhere and get your panties out of a bunch and shut the fuck up.
Go find a fountain.
You know what? Just for that. And this.
What the fuck was
that?
It looks like that DJ Marshmallow's girlfriend. Like, what was that?
You want to know what that was?
What the fuck?
Remember we were talking about Temu earlier with the Pickleous Cage? Believe it or not, that was an ad.
I believe that I've seen Temu ads.
That was a Temu ad, and I turned it into something that used to ruffle Hoofbeast's cage.
Every time you say Temu, I don't know if it's a national thing, the Liberty Insurance. You guys have commercials for that too?
Yeah, the Emu.
Yeah, exactly. Every time Reaper says Emu, I'm like, Emu.
No, I'm talking about the place where you can buy shit super.
No, I know Temu, but every time you say Temu in my head, I go to Limu because it rhymes.
I hate that fucking commercial.
No, I think those are brilliant. It's like a throwback to the 70s with the cop duos.
Oh yeah.
Only one of them is an emu.
Yeah. Emu and dog.
I love that shit.
I love him.
David is a good friend of mine. I can't wait.
Will not.
I can't wait for you to meet him.
I want to meet him.
He's
Have
a dear
you
friend.
seen all the shit about Terrifier 3 yet?
I've heard that people are like,
people are like, there's people walking out of the fucking theater because it freaks them out so goddamn bad.
Then he did his job.
They did that last year also.
Did they? I didn't know that about 2, but
oh no. They took it to such a level this year. Oh shit. Just you fucking wait.
It's not to see the second one. I've only seen the first one, so I need to see the second one.
Shame on you.
Well, I know. But have you seen Stream yet? Has it been somewhere that you can see it?
Not yet.
So fucking good. So good.
That's why I keep telling everybody to go see The Mean One also. Wherever they can get a copy of it.
Okay.
He was badass in that too.
Because I added Stream, and I'm going to ask everyone that's watching this too, if you have an IMDb account, to add it to your watch list, because that apparently helps them. So if you do that, that would be awesome. Because it was a really good movie. I love the concept of it too, because it's 100% possible. It's not probable, but it's possible that could happen in the climate that we live in today. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not. That's spoilers for me. My lips are sewn shut. See.
Uh-huh.
But it was really good. So I can't wait until you see it. You're going to love it. And I love that I saw it in the theater.
Dustin says, I am excited for Terrifier 3. Yes. Someone mentioned The Mean One. I enjoyed that film.
Is that like on Wednesdays we wear black? Because it's The Mean One instead of Mean Girls.
No. It's The Grinch That Stole Christmas, David Howard Thornton style.
Yes, I want to see it. I need to see it.
Oh man, I'll hook you up.
Cool.
Don't worry.
Please. I have such a big watch list of what everyone's telling me I need to watch. And then like the other night, I'm like, I want to watch something. You know what I watched? Because I wanted to use my Terma Now subscription because I love the platform. I watched Yeti, A Gay Love Story. Like that's, and I have this gigantic list, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to watch Yeti, A Gay Love Story. And I was, I can't even explain what I just watched. But I'm trying to like.
Last two horror movies. The last two horror movies that I watched that was worth the damn was The Last Voyage of the Demeter and Late Night with the Devil.
I haven't seen neither of those.
Both excellent films. If you
Late Night with the Devil will fuck with you.
Yes. And so true at the same time.
Is that streaming? Like, where can I watch that?
It's on Shudder.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because I just watched. See, I like, because I like to. So then I like start looking around. So I watched the Milli Vanilli documentary, which is actually very good. And that is the narrator, like he's in it. Awesome. I'm like, okay. So then I'm going around singing Milli Vanilli. I finally get it out of my head, and I watch the Menendez Brothers on Netflix, which the entire soundtrack is Milli Vanilli, and it's stuck in my head again. So I need to, yes, on Shudder. Very cool. I need to get it going and miss you out of my head before I stab myself in the eye with a nice pick because it needs to leave.
It's a psychological horror movie. Like it will, if you just sit there and let it suck you into it, like it's really good. And Last Voyage of the Meter is based out of a chapter out of Bram Stoker's Dracula, where he's coming from London.
Exactly. Okay. And I've been saying for years, I actually said that on the Horror Barbecue, that I've been saying it for years. That 1 week alone could make a film. And that's something that the Dracula films never really played out. It was like so quick, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. This film is totally just about that journey. And I thought they did it really, really well. And I'll give you one more of a film that you need to watch. If you have the what is it, HBO Max, it's an app that you can get through Amazon. That is the only place that you can see the new remake of Salem's Lot.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna go. I haven't seen the original.
Oh,
what?
Shame on you.
That's the first movie to ever scare me.
How could you not get down to Mr. Barlow?
Okay, so
unholy shit.
We all know my background. When these movies were released, I wasn't allowed to watch this stuff, and it wasn't as easy to have access.
True.
So now I'm playing catch up on those things while still trying to watch all of the current things, and some things have kind of fallen through, and I want to watch it. It's
Go
on the
back. It's everywhere. If you have Amazon Prime,
I do.
You can see the original Salem's Lot, Mr.
He
Barlow.
is so fucking scary in that movie. Like,
in all his blue fucking face and hands glory. Go watch that. Stephen King's, man, I almost want to say it's his best story ever because I love it. I absolutely love it. And if you are a vampire lover, you will love this film. It will take you places and scare your fucking ass off. But what I can definitely say, though, is that this remake, not the 2014 fuck up, don't.
I haven't seen that, so.
That.
Okay.
Don't watch it. Shit. Oh, what's his fucking name? The guy that does all the Atkins diet commercials.
Rob Lowe.
Yes. Don't watch that one.
Okay.
It's fucking horrible. And I was very skeptical when they said they were making another one. And it's been on the shelf, I shit you not, for 2 fucking years. 2 fucking years. 2. I said, is this thing ever coming out? Is this going to happen?
Right.
And they just, I mean, Stephen King himself went on X, used to be known as Twitter.
Yeah.
He's like, are they ever going to release my fucking film? I was like, oh, shit. Stephen King himself went on there and, gave him the big what for. Yep. And they finally released it to streaming on Max.
Okay, I have Max. Because
I was like, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, like, I used to sneak his books, so I've seen the movies for the books that I've read.
Sure.
I've seen Pet Sematary multiple times because, like, that movie's fucking amazing. Like, I like Christ on his throne. No, like we always do the French.
Yes.
And no fail. Like, I love Gage, like, and so I never read the book either. Like, because
the book is good.
I had to sneak them, and it never, was available to be snuck. So, it's definitely something I want to see, but it's like, again, like I said, I get a chance to sit down and watch something, and I watch Repo for the 18th time. Like I never think of the new stuff to watch. So I will definitely do that now that I know originals on Prime, remakes on Max, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Salem's Lot was the first movie to ever scare me as a kid. Like, I can remember as soon as he pops up, that was my first. Mm-hmm.
My oldest is watching the Nightmare on Elm Street movies for the first time. They've never seen them, so it's kind of funny to like hear the thought about it, because I remember being so scared, and now like Freddy looks like a rubberhead to me, but I still enjoy the movies. It's just not as scary. What's that say?
That is the artist rendering that Cody did after.
I think I have one close.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I have it right here on my wall. It is Mr. Barlow. There we go.
Oh, okay. We're back to Salem's Lot. Gotcha.
Cool. He captured Mr. Barlow in the best way possible. He is not your average fucking vampire. This guy is ancient. He is the ultimate evil. It's what every vampire, honestly, in my opinion, should have always aspired to. He doesn't give a fuck. He takes whatever he wants. He is an empire builder. He starts with Salem's Lot, and then he tries to like the surrounding areas, like making everybody vampires until, somebody actually stops him.
It's like Vampire Monopoly. He's got Boardwalk and Park Place. And
yes, absolutely.
Gotcha.
And I watched it the other day because everybody knows me, Reaper, the hater of the remake.
Yes.
And I was very, very critical. I said, if he doesn't look blue, if he is not bald, if he doesn't have the fucked up fangs that he had in the original, I said, I'm going to hate it. Because when they did that 2014 remake with Rob Lowe, it was Rutger Hauer. He had hair, fangs, but he was like human-like. And I said, this is not Salem's Lot. This is not the Salem's Lot that I grew up with. It's not Salem's Lot that I read. because when he's described in the book, he looks like the Mr. Barlow that you saw in the original film.
Right.
And it was like, oh, you just fucking shit on a legacy. But this new one was fantastic.
So it's
I
not
urge
Salem's Lot to
everybody.
you unless it's Nosferatu blue.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Because that's what he looks like, Nosferatu but blue. So
yeah, very much so.
Blue.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But think about this one though, 10,000 times more scary than the original Nosferatu.
Gotcha. My knowledge of Nosferatu comes from the SpongeBob episode. But my oldest did buy the movie, so I'm going to watch the entire thing. But that's okay. Like I've seen clips, but I've never watched the entire movie. So yeah.
So I'm going to challenge you, Sugar.
Okay.
To watch Nosferatu, the original Salem's Lot. Okay. And then watch the remake.
The new remake
that just dropped. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Absolutely. I think you're going to love it.
I'm sure I am. Yeah, it's not because I don't want to. It's because I don't think about it. I'm like, oh, something shiny, and then I'm off to, I have ADHD. Like,
I feel that.
So, yeah. But that's why I actually have a Post-it of things that I need to watch, and then I look at it and I'm like, I don't want to watch that. So let me put on, Joe Kinda again and watch Homicide Hunter. So
I feel it.
Love the true crime. Love.
Oh man, I'm going through the Menendez brothers right now.
It's so good. It's so fucked up, but it's so good.
Oh, it's very fucked up.
The Netflix one, right? Because they're on every streaming service. Are you watching the Netflix one?
Yep.
Okay, because there's like a Hulu one, there's a Max one. Like they're on all the streaming services. Apparently, playing "Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You" actually happened at the funeral. Like that's not for the documentary. He wanted to play that for his mom. Girl, I'm gonna miss you. I swear to God, it's been stuck in my head for a week.
Ooh.
And my friend and I used to watch the video like to laugh because before they came out as lip syncing, we would watch it and very obviously Rob had an accent. When he was mouthing, he'd say, "Yeah, it's a tragedy for me to see the dream." Like you could see the accent. It's like I never will forget the day we met. Like you could see the way that you don't actually speak that way, and his eyebrows look like color forms. Do you remember color forms? Go back and watch the video. You're gonna pee your pants. He had like little color forms stuck on his face, and you can tell that they do not pronounce the words the way they were being sung. So
exactly.
But if you have a chance, I think it's on. It might be on Max or Prime.
Yes.
Is the Milli Vanilli documentary, and it's very interesting. Even if you're not a fan of the music, it's an interesting story. So,
very much so.
Yes. How did we get to Milli Vanilli? My goodness.
You did it.
I did.
So you know.
I did. It's okay. It's because of the Menendez brothers, and I still don't know what I think about that. Because I remember when that actually happened and what I thought then, and I'm not sure that I've changed my mind even after watching the documentary.
Exactly. Thank you all so much for joining us on this amazing first episode of the goddamn program on Sinful Sunday. And hopefully you have been put in such a wonderful mood that tomorrow's woes seems like a bitch slap away, and that you'll be able to start your week off in epic fashion because, motherfucker, we are in October, the most unholy month of all. The one month where we just don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. I mean, you should be this way every day, as the great Magister Anton has always said. We don't care. If you're mean to us, we'll come back in epic fashion. But most importantly, thank you guys out there in the attic section. You have been fantastic this evening. And thank you for joining us on Sunday, because we aren't normally on Sundays, but next Saturday we will be back with a vengeance. And it will be Satanic Saturday, and you will love it. Don't forget, this coming Tuesday, we have Tracks of the Damned. And it will be fan-fucking-tastic as always. We have a new list for you. And it's going to be a double shot Reapers Underground week. Coming this Thursday and Friday, I have some surprises for you. Clifton Taylor, the man, the myth, the legend, will be with me as we just got off the set of the Red Huntress series together. We will be talking about his fucking storied career. Do I have any wrestling fans out there? I bet I do. He is also a independent wrestling professional. If you like WWE, you will love every second of this interview, because I'm sure he'll be talking about his character Apex. As a matter of fact, this past weekend, he just did a wrestling appearance, so we will be talking about that. And then Friday as well, I have the mastermind of the Red Huntress and the cinematographer as well will be joining us in the underground to talk about this exciting new series. I know you guys have seen the videos and the stills and everything that we've been putting out. So,
And if
go ahead.
Wednesday is Learn and Go, the podcast, and it will be at 9:00. And I never know what we're going to talk about. So come and join in the conversation and make it happen. And also with the Red Huntress, you might recognize a creepy voice from the forest. So let's hope. It comes through like I tried.
I guarantee you will.
Awesome.
So we have a fucking amazing Rocktober of programming coming up for you this week. So stay tuned to Reapers Underground, Morgrod Entertainment, Black Flame Entertainment, and all the fantastical social media that we are on. Yes. So as you start your weekend, I'm already skipping to the weekend. That's how excited I am. But as you start your week, give the boss the finger and always stay heavy.